Hello! Today I'm gonna show you 2 birthday cards that I made with this so-called coloring lace technique, or using lace as a template or using lace as a stamp. Yes, that's the technique. The cards that I made look like this. They are pretty similar, just one is a little bit more embellished than the other one. But this is the card that I made. This is the front side, and this is what you get when you use the lace technique. And in the inside just says gratis, and on the back side just my little signature. And the other one, pretty similar, same lace here. And here we have a little girl with a cupcake, and it says gratis, which means congratulations. And some embellishments, some small half pearls, as she has in the hair as well. And gratis also, which means congratulations, and my signature. And to make this card, it was really easy. What you will need is some lace. It doesn't matter of the color. I used some white lace, but it became purplish. But this is the lace that I used, and once it dries, you can use it again and again and again. So I basically took, by the way, I started out with A5 cards, 21 centimeter by 14.8 centimeters, and these are ready-made card base that are scored in half. Usually I buy a really big white sheet and I use my gliding knife to cut it, but my gliding knife is really becoming dull, so I need to buy new ones. This is wavy, that's just lines, and this is the one that I always use, so I should really buy a new one. But I haven't had time for that really, and I don't have the money at the moment, so I buy ready-made cards that are already cut. That's easier. They are a little bit more expensive than the big card stock, but I like them. They are ready-made, so that gives me the base. So that's just the A5 card that I use as just beginning with. Then I use also ready-made cut one of these A5. This is not a card, this is just a sheet that it's A5, so it will fit perfectly on top of this. I used one of these, the dull side. There's 2 sides. The ones that is shimmery, what should I say, not shimmery, well, shiny. So you don't use the shiny one, you need something that it's really dull. So I put it down, and then I put my lace pieces on like this. You can use different kind of pattern, but I use like that. And I put on some householding tape. This is just that you use when you're painting around the house. So this is just to secure it. I would use up and down of this one. Just some normal, I think it's duct tape, I'm not sure, but any kind of tape, so it's easy to remove. Then I use my mini mister, and I filled it with 3 drops of Seedless Preserve by Distress ink, and the rest is water. Then I shake it up and I sprinkle it on all over the card. It depends on how much you sprinkle. The more you sprinkle, the more is the chance that it will leak through the lace. But if you don't sprinkle enough, it will become like this. This is the green one. This one doesn't have enough color. Yes, you can see the lace, but it's not as vibrant as this one. So this one was too little color. This one was just right amount of color. So you need to spray it all like this. And when it's all wet, you can then remove these laces carefully, and then you will have this pattern on your paper. But this was too little in my opinion, so I tried to have more color than this. I think I should have used more, because this is way more. Of course this is a darker color as well. This one was the moved lawn, but I used Seedless Preserve. But I still think this was too little color. This was just right. Then when you have this one as well, they are wet. I made everything dry and I put them down like this. Remember that now these are wet. Then you can just take a white paper, again, put it down and keep pressing it like this. Really good pressing, so it will soak, and let it be there for a little bit while, let it dry, really take the wetness, and then you will end up with something like this. This is the stamped image of the wet laces. So this is like the negative and this is the positive, something like that. Here you can see everything but the lace, and here you see the lace but nothing around it. It became lighter because the color was not so, there was not so much color, I suppose. I don't know why it's lighter. It's the same color, Seedless Preserves, but this one became lighter and this one became darker. But you can try around, and that's how you make your own lace pattern backgrounds. And then when they are dry, you can just use them again and again. So I'm going to hold on to this. This is also a great way to colorate lace. You don't need to water them. You can just use 1 drop of Seedless Preserves, make it like this, and really get the color in, and then let it dry. But they were white, now they are kind of purplish. So I'm going to use them later, so I'm going to save, not going to throw them away. But that's how I made the cards for this. So you can do it that way, or then use it as a stamp. I don't know what I'm going to do with this, just hang on to them and use them in some other projects. But be careful that you don't put too little color. It needs to have more, because this one wasn't enough and these one were just right. So that's how I got the background. Then I use my Fiskars, what is this called? Victorian. And I cut the edges, as you can see here, with this scissor. Cut the edges, and I used my advanced tool glider, put some tape on it, double-sided tape, and I adhesive to the front of the card. Then, as you can see, in these flowers here, they have some small glittery stuff. That's just some stickles, glittery stickles. I put it in the flower middle, so it would be just a little bit of embellishment there. Then these pearls, half pearls, just glued them on. You can use normal glue. I used Glossy Accent. I like that for stuff. Then this bow, just made a normal bow, and use my hot melting glue gun to get a little bit of glue there, and then press it down. It will really stick nicely. It won't fall off. So that's how I made this one card. It's really simple, just showing the lace and some glitter and the pearls. So that's that one. The other one, also cut out with Victorian scissors. The Grattis, also cut out with Victorian scissors. Then I used a color applicator like this. This is the wrong color. This is now worn lipstick, but I used Seedless Preserves, and I went around the corners, so you can see there's some color here, some Seedless Preserves, and I used a dimensional, these are like really soft foams. I have a roll, it's easier, it's cheaper actually, and I just cut out the pieces that I need. That way it will pop up a little bit, so it will not stay flat. You can see that it's popping up a little bit from the paper. Same thing here with stickles. Here I used 4 half pearls and 4 half pearls. And then this girl here, that's a girl by, oh there, what's the name of that company now? Greeting Farm. Greeting Farm makes these girls. I think she's Cupcake Anya or something like that. And I colorated her with my Distress inks. I have Distress inks, different colors in small plastic containers, and just 1 drop is enough. And then I used my H2O pen, take a little bit of color, and then I colorated her. I used different colors, like as you can see, brown and orange and red and purple and green and pink for the cupcake, all kinds of colors. And then I used my my shimmery gel pens, glittery gel pens. As you can see on her hair, she has some glitter. On her skirt, she has glitter. So that's just my glittery gel pens. I put half pearls in her hair with glue. Again, the glue I used was Glossy Accent. Then I also used Glossy Accent on her cupcake top, on her bond in her hair, and her shoes. So as you can see, they are not glittery, they are shiny. So that's nice. It's pop up a little bit when you feel it like that. And then I just cut her out with really small scissor. The smaller scissor, the easier it is to cut out small things. And I glue her on with double-sided tape. And there she is with a little cupcake on the lacy card. And you just write your greeting here, nothing fancy inside, just grattis, it's a Swedish stamp. Grattis på födelsedagen, congratulations on your birthday. My little signature. So that's pretty much how you made this card. Really easy, nothing fancy, and I really like this lace. It's sort of like old-fashioned, something Victorian maybe. I like it, and I like these small glittery flowers here in the middle. Of course you can decorate it further, but I thought it was decorated enough, the paper. So be sure to try out the lace technique, make your own lace cards, make your own lace backgrounds with different colors, and try out how much color you need for your lace. It depends on the thickness of the lace, I suppose. And if you have any questions, please let me know, and I wish you all a great day, and thank you for watching. See ya! Bye bye!